Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the All for People's Kannon sunglasses. But first off, link today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. Let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 59mm lenses and a 15mm bridge. So the dimensions are just slightly larger than a pair of original Ray-Ban Aviator frames, but they definitely have a little bit of a different shape to them than those Aviators as well. Over the years, All for People's has produced a ton of different Aviator style sunglasses, but by far I would say that these are the most similar to the original Ray-Ban Aviators, which is kind of just the original Aviator style that everybody thinks about when they think about Aviator frames. And that's definitely not a bad thing. These look really, really great on the face, definitely very timeless, but with an All for People's twist to them, which I really do like. Something that is really interesting here is how the hinges have this bend so they go out. And the little indentation here is going to allow the frames to wear smaller on the front, but still be adequate wide for the average person's face, which is really impressive and also looks really cool as well. Definitely adds to the styling aspect of these frames. Now, of course, this is a pair of All for People's frames, so there isn't any gaudy logos or anything like that whatsoever on the frames. They just look really, really nice and clean. And then if we move down to the ear rests, we can see these really nice kind of rubberized All for People's ear rests, which are found on a lot of their Aviator style frames. These ear rests are the exact same that are found on the classic All for People's Victory frames that were worn in Burn Notice and are probably one of the All for People's most popular frames. And they're just very, very comfortable. These feel really good behind the ear, and they also add a little bit of extra grip there as well. These fronts, of course, also have a fully adjustable nose rest. You can actually bend these out and give them a custom fit to the face as well. And the lenses here are All for People's Midnight Express polarized lenses, which are just a really good kind of black lens. And these lenses are a part of All for People's VFX Plus polarized lenses. So you're going to see that here in the inner right temple of the frames. And these frames are also made in Italy. So they say made in Italy there on the inner right temple as well. If we take a look at the inner left temple, we can see all the serial information about the frames and the exact color code and everything like that. These frames do have All for People's Breathe logo. So if we breathe on the lens here, we can see they say All for People's polarized, or they have the little logo and it says polarized underneath that. And they are all glass lenses, and the optical clarity of these is very, very good. They're going to block 99.9% of glare with their polarized lenses, and they're going to be very scratch resistant as well with their all glass lenses. The optical clarity of these is really, really good. And of course, they're also going to block 100% of UVA and UV rays, which is extremely important for your eye health when wearing a pair of frames to begin with. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, these frames are going to offer pretty decent coverage, but nothing too crazy. So here up top, we can see there is a gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. And then here on the sides, again, there is a gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. And I think these frames sit a little bit more flat in the face than an original pair of Aviators. So I think these have a little bit worse coverage from sun than those Aviator frames. But of course, it wouldn't take much to adjust the base curve and kind of pull them in or out depending on what you are looking for with your pair of frames. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is they do have this really nice anti-reflective material here in the backside of the lens as well. So if sunlight does come in and bounce off the lens, it's not going to go straight into your eye. It's going to kind of block that as best as it possibly can. As far as build quality goes, these are built really, really good. The only complaint here is the inside text here. It looks like the machine was kind of running out of ink there, which is pretty common for All for People's frames back in this era of like kind of 2010 when these were released. The quality control wasn't quite as good as it is in today's frames there. But of course, that text here doesn't affect the quality of the frames. It just, you know, kind of is a little bit annoying when you look really, really close at it. You can kind of see how it doesn't look perfect like it does in the inner left temple. So that's going to be a kind of hit or miss thing depending on which frame that you have. But again, that's very common from All for People's from this era. Overall, I think this is a good looking pair of frames from All for People's. I think they look really classy and nice. And they're definitely a very good kind of close copy of the original Ray-Ban Aviators. If you're looking for something that's a little bit better quality and has better lens quality and it doesn't have those gaudy Ray-Ban logos or anything like that, these are definitely a very clean style of frames that you can definitely pick up. Now we do have these available on our website for about 50% off the original MSRP, around like $230 or something like that. So I'm going to leave a link description down below directly to our website, Shade Review Store, if you are interested in picking a pair of these frames for yourself. But yeah, overall, definitely a really good pair. Now these frames are discontinued, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to find a pair of these frames brand new. But again, we do have these available on our website if you are interested in picking a pair of these frames for yourself at a really good price. Well, that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button and then to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to my YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.